Up next, the boldest, most niche smelling fragrance that I've smelled this year. As far as new releases that have come out in 2022, this one is for a true niche lover, and it is the boldest fragrance. Find out what it is coming out next. Welcome back, everybody, to Joel the Nose. Another video here at Osme Perfumery in Miami, and bringing to you a special video today by one of my favorite niche fragrance houses. The fragrance house is Frasai, which is an Argentine US house. For those of you who aren't familiar, this is a house that is created by a native Argentinian who lived in the United States for a long time. For those who don't know her, she's amazing. And all her fragrances are really, truly unique, niche fragrances. And Natalia, who is the owner and founder of the house, worked in the perfume industry for years in New York, has now, about 3 or 4 years ago, launched her own brand, and everything she comes out with is truly unique. I've talked about Tiandi as one of my favorite niche fragrances. That is something also that is so unique, people are gonna either gravitate towards it or not. You gotta really love niche fragrances, but that's what my channel is about, exposing you guys to fragrances that maybe you're not gonna typically smell. So, having said all that, what is today's fragrance? This is the newest fragrance that Frasai and Natalia just came out with, and that is right here, Victoria. Victoria just released, look at the juice in that bottle. This is bold, it's unique, it's out there. I love it. You gotta get your nose on it. It's not gonna be for everyone, but if you love quality niche fragrances that stand out from a crowd, this is a fragrance you gotta smell. Hands down, you gotta smell it. It's based quickly, just to give you a background, on the very influential and famous writer from the 20th century, mostly through the 1900s, Victoria Ocampo. She was a trailblazer, bold, a renegade, just trailblazing a path for women in Argentina as a writer and artist, editor, huge impact in that society. And so Natalia has launched or created a fragrance that tries to capture the spirit of Victoria Ocampo. And I gotta say, she knocked it out of the park. When you smell this fragrance, and I'm wearing it right now, actually on this hand right here, just let me read you some of the notes as I hold it up here so you guys can get a sense of what this is. At the top you have petitgrain, you have something called cubeba, you have pink lychee, and then you have something called jungle essence, right? So this is obviously a jungle accord. Then you have tuberose, absolute, styrax, and morning rose. And then at the base you have oud, patchouli, olibanum, and castoreum. Castoreum is like a essence from like a beaver, which is one of the really classic elements of fragrance. It's can be very animalic. So I'll tell you, in this fragrance, although it is listed as for women, this is one, again, if you're a true niche lover, it's, to me, unisex, and you gotta try it. But women out there, this is aimed at you. Victoria Ocampo, obviously a feminist writer, legendary, so geared towards that direction, just, so the people you're watching this. But again, most of my subscribers are true niche heads, love niche fragrances. You gotta try it. When you look at it, when you smell it for the first time, what pops is that lychee note. It is, when I first smelled it and before I read the note breakdown, I was trying to figure out what is that fruity element. And because lychee is not necessarily common, this is pink lychee, so it's even a little bit different from, say, the white lychee. And I was like trying to figure out that note, and it's like juicy, it's fruity, and it's combined. You get some of that rose in there, and the petitgrain and the styrax. I love petitgrain. Petitgrain is like kind of like, it's similar to orange blossom, but it's before the orange blossom kind of gets that far along in the maturation process before it develops into a full-blown orange blossom. So you have this wonderful citrus, kind of lychee, petitgrain note going on. But as the dry down goes, you get this wonderful oud. You get this beautiful olibanum and patchouli, which gives it a grounding, earthy element. And that castoreum, which is really one of, again, those kind of animalic notes that helps really bring out and enrich and enliven the other notes. It's something that helps push forward the other notes so that they can shine and really maximize their impact in the perfume. It is, I'm telling you guys, you got to smell it. This is so bold. It's so out there. To me, this is similar to like Tiandi, which is this like amazing peach kind of fragrance that just, you know, you're not expecting it. And it just kind of hits you. And when it hits you over the head, it's one of those things you either love it or you're gonna be like, it's not for me. This is for me. For those of you who watch my channel and like a lot of the fragrances similar to me, I think you gotta try this one and let me know what you think, because it is daring, it's bold, just like the person it's based on, Victoria Ocampo. So to me, when a fragrance and a perfume house, in this case Natalia, can have, you know, essentially a brief that she was going for, an inspiration, and then you have a fragrance and the perfumer completely in touch and in tune and in sync with what she was going for, it's really cool. And that's what niche fragrance and niche perfumery to me is about. So again, Victoria from Versailles, check it out. Let me know what you think. Of course, you can get it here at Osme Perfumery online or come into the store and smell it and check it out. I'll be back soon, as always, guys, with another video. Thank you for all your support. I appreciate it. Peace, love, and perfumes.